Wait, so Ghostbusters was released last Friday, and obviously the build up to that was not fun. People have been bashing this movie
Ever since the
since
first trailer.
the first trailer, being the
Yes.
most disliked YouTube video before Call of Duty, and just almost for no reason outside of sexism or people not wanting things remade and racism.
Right.
Just a mix of all those things.
All just nasty, dirty people.
Yeah. So pretty much, if you haven't
shame me,
heard
America.
already, Leslie Jones, who's plays Patty in the movie, she's the I'm gonna say just the black female Ghostbuster there, and obviously in a movie full of females, the most targeted of that just naturally is gonna be the black female there.
That's awful.
Yeah, and so pretty much people were extremely disgusting on Twitter. And
What? People disgusting and racist on Twitter?
Yeah, and it was like highly overboard too. So
Jesus.
I'm not even gonna read most of the stuff, but there was just examples of people calling her racist names, just extremely, just even like just old school, like Southern, like I'm very that is just very harsh stuff, which obviously she didn't deserve. But she pretty much, there's like 2 tweets that stood out that she tweeted in the midst of all this, just getting all this hate.
Yeah.
One, she says, "I feel like I'm in a personal hell. I didn't do anything to deserve this. It's just too much. It shouldn't be like this. So hurt right now." And the one that probably hurts the most is something that like I agree with, because it says, "I leave Twitter tonight with tears and a very sad heart. All this because of movie I did. You can hate. You can hate the movie, but shit I got today wrong." Which is pretty true. Like, she's getting hate because she's doing a movie.
Right. And that's pretty stupid.
Yeah, and I just think it's pretty much just like a really horrible situation just based on just for a movie that you didn't like.
Right.
If you don't like a movie, just
okay,
don't like
there you
it.
go.
There's no
You
need
don't have
to
go out
personally
and
attack people and
who are in the movie. Right.
Exactly.
It's just fucking wrong.
And I'm not sure how to correct this problem. Leslie Jones, throughout the whole night on Twitter, she was reaching out to Twitter themselves, but there's not much you can do. My question to you is, like, how do you censor people without, like, taking away, like, free speech or stuff like that? How do you stop, like, harassment, or what do you do in this situation?
I mean, I think, unfortunately, we won't ever be able to stop this due to the fact just people are always going to be disgusting. And just bigoted towards people that aren't of their race or identity or whatever it is. Now, granted, it's not okay that it's there. As for being it online, I don't know if there should be certain protocols that Twitter should handle and taking these and trying to get them down faster. I mean, obviously, you can say what you want. I'm not saying it's okay to say what you want, but you can, and that's freedom of speech. So, I mean, they can't restrict what you tweet, but they can certainly take down these racist tweets. Yeah. And I think that maybe they should hop on that bandwagon as soon as, I don't know, having a program or an algorithm or something that censors some type of racism would be cool.
It's just, you shouldn't be able... no one's ever trying to, like, take away free speech to be able to express what you want, but have, like, just on a personal level, I'm not going to be able to stop you from saying stuff. Have some general respect. If you don't like somebody in a movie... Sure, let them know, but don't, like, constantly like, people were doing horrible stuff. Like, there's literally people sending her pictures of herself and like them with like semen all over it and stuff like that, which is not even
Jesus.
It's just like rude stuff like that, and they're comparing her to Harambe the gorilla and stuff like that, and just a whole bunch of just horrible stuff. And I don't know if it's the nerd community doing this, but if it is, like, I know we're speaking to you guys, but that's something that's obviously not okay.
Right,
I feel like
exactly.
in this community, in their community,
like, as artists, as people who are in movies, not saying we are, but speaking for the people who are in movies, they're open to criticism. Like, artists love criticism. They want to know when they do something wrong so they know where to improve. They want to know what they do good on so they keep doing those things. But if you're just going to shit on someone for, as you were like saying, just for being in a role, not necessarily saying like, oh yeah, you were good because this or bad because of this. No, pretty much just stating you were bad because you're a black female. That's not criticism. You're just being an asshole.
Yeah, exactly. There's no thought there. It's just literally pretty much impulse and visual and just bigotry there. So I think that's pretty messed up. Pretty much Twitter's response to this was block people, and it's like,
oh, just ignore it. Okay.
Yeah, and so they're saying like, oh, you can. There's not much you can do, but they said they put tools like, block people who have joined Twitter within that month because, people make fake accounts that month and try and harass you.
Right.
That could stop some stuff there. They did block users that don't follow this amount of people that you follow, and just a whole bunch of little things there. But obviously the harassment still get through. So they basically said you have these tools to block, but I don't know if that's technically still the solution there.
It's definitely not a solution.
Yeah, you can still mute people, but you're still seeing those negative tweets to mute them and to block them.
Even then, the fact that you have to mute it, jeez. Yeah. The fact you have to mute it, it doesn't get rid of the problem. You're just kind of pressing pause on it. You're gonna have to press play eventually to, it's just. Yeah. I don't know. I can't give a reason as to why people would do this but people are nasty.
Is there a movie that you really hated that you think it would deserve a horrible comment to the actor or actors?
I'm sure I could think of some, but not horrible in the sense where I'm taking it to a personal level as to taking it to you're a bad person or you look like the monkey or the ape from the zoo, and just that's disgusting. I would never even think of saying that about a movie that I hated so much.
So pretty much you wouldn't tweet. Would you ever tweet Adam Sandler anything mean?
I think the meanest thing I could probably say to Adam Sandler is I don't know what.
I usually watch a bad movie when it comes to Netflix, but since your movies are on Netflix, I deleted my Netflix account.
Okay, see, I think that's pretty funny. But if you were to say again, I don't think that's personal. That's just that is an okay opinion to have. But I'm deleting my Netflix account because I don't like Adam Sandler because he's white. It's not an okay reason to have.
Yeah, that's a great point that you just made there too. Pretty much, just closing up, Twitter, they said, quote, people should be able to express diverse opinions and beliefs on Twitter. And they continue to say, but no one deserves to be subjected to targeted abuse online, and our rules prohibit inciting and engaging in the targeted abuse and harassment of others, end quote. So, they say that, they don't support the abuse and they'll try their best and even delete it. They ban a user from the platform, which is sort of rare just because he technically has the right to say what he says, but at that point they have a harassment policy where it's we're not going to accept this.
Right.
So
that's acceptable.
Hopefully this is not the first time. You had, no matter how bad you think these people are in their craft or whatever, you can't just, they're still people. That's why you have no matter if you like Iggy Azalea's music, I'm personally not a fan of hers, but I wouldn't go out and say, oh, you suck and things like that. And she deleted her Twitter. And now,
did she?
Yeah, she it's complete. I know Emma Watson or Roberts, one of the Emmas. We always get confused on the show. They deleted their Twitter too. It's just all the hate out there. And then one thing that I really didn't like, Iggy Azalea, someone actually went up to her and harassed her in person, saying hey, are you Iggy Azalea? She's like, yeah. And it was just you were in hip hop. And then they walk away type stuff. And it's just I don't know. People are.
Damn.
Pretty much people
savages. That's what they are. They're just, they want to be the first person to get their opinion out there to try and make a difference and try and just make news. And it just makes every situation in every racial or anything situation worse.
And as much as these celebrities are pretty much they are celebrities, so they're society above us in a sense or so that. It's just they're still human. And then when you throw all this stuff at people, it's just she just made a movie. It's that really discourages people from even. I don't even know if I want to take this role. It's
right.
Things
it's
that.
If you're an inspiring actor, you want to be an actor or an actress, and you go on Twitter and you see how it is, you see how people respond to this. That would definitely kind of make it harder to be an actor or actress. And, just be more supportive.
Yeah.
Shit.
In closing, if you're a dick or an asshole or any other body part beneath the waist, I guess.
Throw vagina in there too. Equal body parts.
Just stop. Don't be stupid. Don't be racist. And obviously, there's good people out there, and continue to I always hear people say there's going to be tons of people always being vocal with negative stuff, and always if you sort of have the opportunity to or the responsibility to put more positive stuff out there. So do that.
So if you have a voice of positivity, don't hide
We
it.
know our podcast sucks. No, I was kidding. But no, that's just something I really didn't like what I saw this week, and I thought I had to say something regarding that because that really pissed me off there. So just be better.